Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Howard, and today I'm here to talk to you, to come up with some ideas of how we can make our sweet, beloved country, Trinidad and Tobago, a nicer, sweeter, better place. In the good old days, I remember that Trinidad was a country where you can move freely, you can meet people freely, you can go in whatever time of the day or the night, you can attend events and get back home safely. But today, our beloved country is in peril, and lots of things are happening that we encourage and we didn't put a stop to it. And it's about time that we put a stop to it. And as the president and founder of AYOOTT, I am here to make that SOS call. Somebody got to hold the bull by the horns and try to wrestle with what is happening in our sweet beloved country. And I think now is the time. Nothing happens before its time. Many years ago, in July 1986. In July 1986, I and a team of gentlemen got together and we had a vision to save our youths in 1986, yes. And one of the things that we came up with was, let us form an organization for and on behalf of youths, young people of Trinidad and Tobago. And we were specially addressing African youths, or people from African lineage. Now, people say that they weren't born in Africa, so they're not Africans. But whatever you look at, whatever you are perceived to be, it's not about you. It's about what people think of you or what they perceive of you. So if people perceive you to be African, that is how people will address you. So it's not about where you were born or if you are mixed with other ethnic groups. Now, we know that there's one race, but it branched out into several groups of people, communities. Let's put it as communities. So if you are from the African community, or you look more like an African, then that is the group I believe that you would best fit in based on what society deals with. So let's for easy understanding, let's say if you look like an African, you have African lineage, you have African parenthood, you associate more with your African family, friends, brothers and sisters. It means that you can be considered as an African youth if you're a young person. So what we did in July 1986, we came up with an idea to form an organization called the African Youth Organization of Trinidad and Tobago to address the youths. In those days, the African youth wasn't in distress. There was not a need for a SOS call. But at the time, one thing about me is that I have vision. And what takes people, what leaders, great leaders benefit from, one of the tools is strategy, but the other great tool is vision. If you have vision, you can lead people. But if you don't have vision, you can't lead anybody. So we came up with the idea. Yemi Adelakun, he was the financial attaché of the Nigerian High Commission in Trinidad. And Patrick Edwards was the protocol officer of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. So we came together and we formed the organization. And we did so many things. We had fundraising. We had emancipation events. We had classes that we taught African language, Yoruba. We had different training in different foods, cultural foods, and many different things we did. But one of the things that was important to me and others was that we were able to direct our people, our youths like ourselves in '86, to know that we are the original people of the world, and we were able to put back ourselves in getting back that feeling, and not feeling that we are second class or third class people based on how society treats African people. So we were trying to build that foundation from the youth organization, and we were the first youth organization and the only one, and today the oldest. And some of the things that I did was to go to different colleges, CIC College, QRC College, Woodbrook Secondary, certain schools in Belmont, also the that college there on Savannah. It's slipping me right now. But I went to about 12 colleges and did lectures on people becoming successful, and letting people know that there's an avenue, and what they are doing in school is not just about getting an education, but the picture was a bigger picture than themselves and their family. It was when they succeed in life, they were helping to build that community of African communities around the world to show that we are improving our conditions, we are better than who we believe we are, and we are improving and, you know, making everybody know that this can be done, not only for yourself, but for your entire community at large, worldwide. When one African succeeds, it means that other Africans can succeed. And that's how many other communities survive. One person starts and then they bring somebody else up. They keep pulling each other up. That is what this African Youth Organization had intended to be. So we started in '86, and today more than ever, I'm seeing coming forward that we need this organization, because we are lacking leadership, we are lacking an association where people can come and vent their feelings and get help, mental, physical, spiritual help, and also be able to associate with people like themselves and share their thoughts and improve their conditions, their living conditions. And the African Association was formed. AYOOTT stands for the African Youth Organization of Trinidad Tobago. And in Trinidad right now, a lot of our community is falling down. A lot of our communities are falling down. So we want to pull them back up. We must not wait on political leaders or political parties to do that. We can do it ourselves by pulling ourselves up. It starts with you, and it starts with me. First of all, as the founder and president of AYOOTT, I want to address my young African brothers and sisters that the killing, the shooting, that must stop immediately. It is senseless. So if something is senseless, it means that we shouldn't be doing it. And I want people to share this video with as many friends. So please share this video with as many friends as possible so that we can get this message out. We have to stop this senseless killing, and I'm addressing mainly my brothers and sisters from Trinidad and Tobago. But this message is not only for Trinidad, because other Caribbean islands and other Caribbean communities in the diaspora, we are also sharing and seeing that African people are killing African people like themselves senselessly. So the first thing I want to put on the table today is that we have to stop. There is no need. We have to find ways and measures to stop killing each other. When we kill one African person, that's too much. So we have to stop that. That's the first thing we have to do. We have to stop killing each other. We have to look, to work together and build each other. Now, one of the ways that people can be heard is on radio and on social media. So one of the things I want to address also is, the second thing is, the first one is, let's stop killing each other. Stop it. There's no need to be killing each other, and we have to stop it. Human life is sacred. It's a gift from God. It is the greatest gift that God has given the people on the earth. So we have to understand that this is one of the most sacred things that we can do to preserve life. Life is precious, and each life is precious. Everyone is put here on earth for a purpose. And we must find out what is our purpose, what is our goal in life. And we have to go after that. What is our purpose, our destiny, and go after that destiny to improve our own selves. We don't have to follow each other. We have to follow the good things about each other, but we don't have to do the same thing. You can be a carpenter, I can be a dancer, you can be a teacher, you can be a doctor, a lawyer, but there is room for everyone. And from what we are seeing in life, is that there is room for everyone, and there's room for every African person to become successful. Now, one of the things I'm looking at is that around the world today, after COVID, we see that food is coming to be the most precious commodity in the world. So the first thing I want to address, my brothers and sisters, is that let us start looking at agriculture. It doesn't matter if it's in a pan, if it's in a bucket, if it's in a little space in your backyard, or if it's a community land that you can use temporary, or if you can get land from the government, is even better. But agriculture, everybody should plant something. There are basic things that don't need nurturing, like you have mango trees, you have banana trees, you have coconut trees. These things don't need people to look after them every day. Then you have other crops which would need your day-to-day, watering and nurturing. But there are certain crops that don't need nurturing. So you pick what is best for you. But everybody can plant something. Everybody must plant something. So that way, people can benefit from what life is giving them right now, which is food. Food security. If you have food security, you have something. If you have water security, you have something. So let's start with food and water. The other thing I want people to do, the third one, is stop going on radio and on Facebook and other social medias to help with or help another brother with. Wasting time. Time is also a precious commodity that you could never get back. Time is another commodity that you could never get back. So you have to understand, don't waste time. A lot of the time we go on Facebook, we go on social media, we go on YouTube and we go on the radio and we talk the same thing over and over. We are following the script that people want us to talk about. But let us develop our own script. One of the scripts I want us to develop is start to look at things in your community that need fixing, that projects that your government should be doing for you. Start to talk about those things. Stop talking about things that are useless and waste of time. Stop talking about bad politicians. You already know who are the bad politicians, so let's talk about good things. One of the good things is, let us look at the things in our community and that needs building. And let us, when we go on radio, talk about these things and spread these things nationally, socially, to our people. That things that you need in your community, things that you nationally, what areas that you think the country should be going in. We have 3 more years of this government, a little more than 3 years or 3 years of this government. Whoever is your government is working for you. They are supposed to work for you. You're not asking favors, but you have to get together and start demanding the things that you need from your government. They want to hear from you. Governments like to be told what to do. But you have to tell them because you employ them. They don't have all the answers. They don't have all the ideas. So you, the young people, have to come up with ideas where you think our country should go. Now, I have a lot of ideas where I think our country should be going, but I will leave that for another date. All I want to do is to let my people know that we have to stop wasting time. So besides food, besides water, the other commodity is time. The other one is health. You have to take care of your health. There are so many different sicknesses and disease and viruses going around. If you don't take care of your health, then you don't have anything. Your health is also your wealth. So stop eating food that is not good for you. Now, what food are not good for you? It's questionable because everybody grew up on different foods in their family. But there are certain things that by now, if you go on social media, you research, you will see some of the things that are not good for you. Cut them out. Or lower your intake. Because you have to preserve and build your health. Your natural immune system is what your health is based or built on. If your natural immune system is weak, then when things come around, you will be one of the first to get ill. If your immune system is strong, then you will be able to throw off all the diseases that come your way. So the first thing is eat properly, drink lots of water. Water is essential. And try and drink not just natural water, but try and drink not the water from the pipe, but try and get more water that is either spring water or water that they have different ways of getting what we say the best water. So that's what I would suggest. I'm not here to discuss or promote that, but try and get that. Eat healthy, eat on time. Natural fruits, vegetables, you can't beat that. If you have pineapples, you have mangoes, you have oranges, these are natural things that are normal to your everyday surroundings. And they should be cheaper than foreign food. So eat those natural things. But what I want to say is, let us stop wasting time going on radio, social media, talking about things, spreading rumors, talking about things that is not going to be useful for our self-development. If we develop individually, then our family develop, then our community develop, then our village, then our race, our African people develop. It starts with one person. Let us start to do business. Don't be afraid of business. You have to start somewhere and grow. Start wherever you are. Most people want to start a business, but they want to plan it out for 5 years and they never start. My idea is you start right away. If you have what should I say, hobbies, start off with those hobbies. When I was younger, I used to mind fishes. That was one of my hobbies. I used to mind dogs. I used to mind rabbits. I used to mind, those animals. So those were my hobbies, and I developed these hobbies into businesses. I would breed the animals, breed the dogs, and sell them, make money, buy fishes from young, breed them, mind them, and then, so you don't have to get no big business. Now, if people like to eat, bacon saltfish, bacon shark, easy business. Those are easy things you can start. Start with some business and develop yourself. And then other businesses will come. But start with things that are natural to you. Start with things that you're good in. Don't try to be a hero. Do things that you like. Do things that are easy for you to do. And do things that you can start tomorrow. Think of an idea that you like and start it tomorrow. If you can cook, start off with food. If you can teach, start off with that. If you can swim, start off by giving lessons. If you can dance, whatever you can do, that is what you start off with. Because they are natural things to you, they are easy to you, you are good in them, you excel in them, and that is where you can share those talents with people. So that's the best way. Look at things that people need. And that's the easy way to start a business. Solve problems. Look at problems that need solving in your community and use those for businesses. And the other thing is, if you have hobbies, use those hobbies to start a business. Because they're natural to you and they're easy. Start off step by step, day by day, but start tomorrow. Don't put it off. You'll make mistakes, so don't be afraid of mistakes. Use your time wisely. But one other thing that I want you to do is to start telling your government, whoever the government is at this time, that you need things done. Tell them what you want done. Go on the radio and start talking about those things. Go on social media and talk about those things. Don't go to fight with people. Don't go to argue with them. If they want to waste time, let them waste time. But you start being positive and start doing positive things. And that is how you will develop. And other people will follow you. And that is how you can start the group. We want to start back and grow the AYOOTT, which is the African Youth Organization of Trinidad Tobago. We want to develop that and grow it and build from there. There are lots of things that the government can do to help our people, which is natural to us, which is our culture. Our culture is unique to us. And once the government realizes that our culture is one of our easiest and best assets, we can develop that. Our carnival, our music, our dance, our arts, our crafts, they are natural and unique to us. We can use those things to develop our country. If we don't have a culture, we don't have anything. And we have to go back to basics to develop our human spirit, our human selves. And one of those things is through our culture. So the government must look at our culture and build our culture in every community. Build our sports, our culture, our arts, our crafts. These are natural to us. And nobody can take them away from us if we develop them and continue to build them. If we don't use them, we're going to lose them. So friends, these are things that I want us to look at. Spread this message. Do not waste time on social media. Do not waste time calling the radio, talking nonsense. Stop it. Talk about things to build yourself. Talk about things to open business. Talk about business ideas. Talk about things that the government should be doing for us. And I want our people to do that. And that's how we can build our association, and we can build ourselves, we can build our communities, and we can build our people and make our people at large proud. Thank you for listening, and I will come again soon with another part. This is part 1, I'll come with part 2. So thank you, but share this and develop ideas to share that are positive ideas. Stop killing each other, develop businesses, use our natural talents and our natural gifts to develop businesses. Look for things that people need and develop businesses. Every person should know how to use the computers and develop computers. Computers is a good business to learn. You can go on the internet and learn about computers. There are so many different aspects of computers and internet services that you can offer and become filthy rich. Nowadays, if you master your craft in any field, you can become filthy rich. So don't say I have to be a doctor, I have to be a lawyer. No, be the best that you can be in whatever field you choose, and you will be successful, and society will look up to you. Start talking good about our race. I don't like to use the word race. Start talking good about our people, because we are one race, the human race. Start talking good about your community. Start talking good about people that look like you. Do not let anybody or anything encourage you to pull down people that look like you. Although you might not agree with them, but do not disrespect them. Do not pull them down. And that is what other races, other groups of people try to encourage us to do. Don't fall for that trap. Don't fall for it. And most important, develop your business and open areas of agriculture where you can grow things, because we need it. But most important, don't let money, don't let power, don't let anybody use you as a tool to pull along anybody that looks like you. If somebody looks like you, do not let anybody pay you or encourage you to pull along that person. Because when they pull along that person, whether he's the prime minister, whether he's a gardener, whether he's a plumber, when you pull along that person that looks like you, what that person is encouraging you to do is to make you a fool of yourself without you knowing. So do not fall into that trap and pull along people that look like you. Thank you very much, and I will join you again. Please share this with as many friends as possible and get the message out. Thank you, and may God bless you. And let us keep building that association, the African Youth Organization of Trinidad Tobago, to develop ourselves, our people, our communities, our culture. And may God bless you. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Shalom.